Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Barbie Dolls of the Week. So, before I get started, I want to give a shout out to two different people. So, first of all, Amanda, who watches me in California. Your mother mentioned you as a viewer, so I thank you for watching and enjoying my videos. I think her name on Instagram is California Barbie Girl Leo, something like that. So again, thank you both for watching on Instagram and on YouTube. So I appreciate it. And I want to also give a shout out to Janet from Janet's Planet, who is a longtime viewer of this channel. And Janet has been watching some of my short videos that I have done recently, which are performances, including play scenes that I've done a couple of, and some live singing, working on that fear of singing in front of people or publicly, and also just lip syncing to songs that I love. So thanks so much, Janet, for watching and for giving me two requests. So I will be doing those songs. Now, I won't take every request that anybody might give, because if I don't know the song or I don't like it, then I probably wouldn't do it. But these are songs I know and like, so I will be most likely doing them in the near future, or I will be. So now on to the dolls for today. Now, last time we did the first, or covered the first set of Barbie and the Rockers dolls from 85, 80, 6, depending on when you got them in the stores. Now we're going to take a look at the second set of Barbie and the Rockers, and I think some people said they did sell very well, that first set. Second set, maybe not as much. I mean, I don't think very often a sequel does as well. And, they just weren't maybe as well received. I don't know. But that's what some people were saying, that they were peg warmers, so to speak, for a while. But I really like both sets, and I think they each have their own charms and things that I like and things I'm not as fond of. So let's start with the one who started it all, and that's Barbie. I'm going to take her off this stand. And this is definitely some fading going on the top of her outfit. So let's look at the doll. Here's her face. It's really pretty close. So she's still got the exaggerated eye makeup, still got, colorful clothes. I absolutely like the clothes from the first set better, and these are okay, is what I would say. One thing I like is a lot is this fringe thing that goes on their hands. Now, of course, they're dancing so-called dolls, so you twist them at the waist, and they do the little dance moves, so-called. Um, yeah, I don't know about that as a dance move, but okay. And, she's still got the Rockers emblem on here. But the pink is very faded on the front. I mean, you can see on the back it's a lot brighter. So it's just from over the years fading. She has these long blue earrings, but unfortunately one fell out at some point, and I'm looking for it. Hopefully I've got it somewhere around, but I don't know. They're made to be able to hold the microphones, as she is. Um, she's got this very short skirt, but it goes with these leggings, and or whatever you want to call these silver pants, um, which I see are drooping down from over the years when she was sitting. Thankfully, these are not sitting anymore. They're on one of my shelves. So I'm just trying to fix her pants. The pants are kind of weird looking, like some of the silvery part has come off. Can you see there? Just, they're not horrible. I mean, at least they're not peeling or something. But, and one of the things that I like better about the other set in general is the hair. I don't like this hairstyle nearly as much as I like the other hairstyle on the Barbie of the first set. This style actually reminds me a little bit of the hairstyle of California Dream Barbie, but hers is in a ponytail, I think. I've got her up there. I can't quite see. It just reminds me of it a little bit. And then it's kind of cropped here, her shirt, her blouse. So they've got really not very attractive rings, or at least this one. I don't know. I assume they all do. In different colors. Hers was like pink and gray, so it's like a gray plastic ring. Not very nice looking. So yeah, that's Barbie. Now moving on to Dee Dee. Now you remember Dee Dee was my favorite one in that first set, or is my favorite one. And here she is in this set. I'm just trying to fix her fringe here. It's not cooperating. So again, I love the colors. Now I'm not a huge fan of this doll's face. I don't like the makeup that they did. I mean, it's okay. I don't like it as much, is what I mean. I do love the orange and the green colors. Here's a close up. Her face just looks really small and thin, and I don't know why that is. I mean, it's almost like the shrunken head syndrome. Um, I like I said, the orange and green, but the blue little skirt I'm not as fond of. And the yellow fringe, I mean, I assume this is on the right doll, because I don't know who else this would have been on, but to me, the fringe should have been orange, but I don't know. Or green, but being yellow seems a little odd. It's like, now you added in a fourth color. So to me, when you look at this doll, it's too many colors, I think. Um, I could have lived with three colors, but once you add that fourth color, it starts to go overboard, I think. And I don't think any other doll in this set is like that, so it's a little weird. But she's okay. I mean, it's not like I dislike her. Let me put her back on her stand. Okay, and then we'll go on to Dana, the Asian doll, who just dropped her mic. Talk about a drop mic moment. This is, yeah, it's kind of loose. Maybe this is, I'm going to save that for Derek, and maybe it'll fit him better. Dana could be the keyboard player or something. I don't know. Did they ever have specific instruments that some of these played? I mean, obviously some of them were singers, but they couldn't all be singers, or else it's a choir. So Dana's colors are silver and blue and pink. So see, three colors. And the pink is just like a highlight color with the little armbands and the fringe. And it's in, the Rockers emblem. So to me, this works. Color-wise, it's not too much. It's just right. And, I'm not a huge fan of these poofy silvery pants that Vanilla Ice would have loved, or maybe MC Hammer. But they're, again, just okay. So again, the outfits to me are the main issue, are not as nice. And also the hairstyles. I mean, her hair is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But there's also nothing special about it. Like when I think of even the Dana in this set, which was one of my least favorites in the other set because of the lack of makeup. But at least she has a little bit more interesting hair with more body to it. I think these are just lacking in those two areas. But there's still a great set to have. I don't want it to seem like it's a bad set. It's just, there's always going to be one that's better, and in this case, I do think the first one is better. And I personally like the movement of these dolls. Some people seem to not like it, but it's not great, but I'm just saying it's kind of fun. Like, let's show it again on, let's see, Diva. This is Diva, I believe. So, Dee Dee, Dana, Diva. Now, hers is a little rickety, I notice. She doesn't want to do it as well as Barbie did. She's just not as rhythmic, I guess. And, some of these mics obviously aren't the right mics because we've got gray ones, black ones, white ones. I don't think they were that different, but anyway, these are the mics they ended up with over the years. So, as you can see with Diva, and by the way, she is my favorite of the females in this series, or set. She has the orange and green. So, kind of like, the Diva one, Dee Dee, she had the orange and green, but then the blue and the yellow. So, I think, now one thing I would have changed if it was me is I would have had, the earrings in this case matched the shirt or the blouse, or this part of the blouse. That's okay, but I think they would have looked better if they were this color. We already had one with green earrings, so these to me should have been yellow. But I'm just picky. But it's not a fault or a problem, it's just a preference. That's the way I look at it. So you got still the Rockers emblem. This time it's in like a purple. which, that always corresponds to, in this case, well, no, I guess it doesn't always, but in this case, it corresponds to the stars on the pants because the other ones don't have stars on the pants. So this is just like my favorite one of this set. I love her hair and what they did with it. I mean, this one, the hair is kind of needing something, but it's a fun hairstyle, especially when it's brand new and fresh. Um, I don't think I've ever had to. She doesn't seem to have a rubber band. If she did, I'll see if Dee Dee did. If so, I've redone the rubber bands because no, they're not. I don't see any rubber bands, so maybe I just left them out. So anyway, again, from sitting, her top of her pants are kind of drooping in the front. So, but I'm glad that's not happening anymore. Of course, they have the corresponding rings, like I said. The earrings are fun, but I thought the earrings in the other set were just a little nicer. But the improvement here is that these are a hard plastic. Now that's better than those earrings where they're kind of warping because they're this thin plastic of some sort. So yeah, this is Dana. Oh, sorry, I keep saying that. I've got to get Dana, Dee Dee, Diva. This is Diva. And then we have Derek, who was in the group last time as well. His head's a little dusty. Um, he was in a really colorful outfit that I loved. This one, again, so. Green is popular in this one. Now, they do have him in like a muscle shirt because he is kind of muscular. But I think that goes well, and there's actually orange in the lining of the jacket. Now this jacket, by the way, and pants, they're not peeling, so I don't know what's different about this than the black ones that tend to peel, and there doesn't seem to be any, coloring off of the fabric like Barbie's pants. So Derek has the same face and hairstyle. He didn't really change much. I love that they put the little orange piece here. And yeah, I mean, I think there's some fading of this part, but overall he's in really good shape. So again, that's Derek. And last but not least, joining the group this time is Ken, and it's a rooted hair Ken, or with rooted hair. Rooted, I don't know. People say it different ways. I'm not crazy about this like kerchief kind of thing around his neck, and of course that does come off. Let's take that off for right now. Just want to be able to show you Ken without that on for a minute. So he's got some poofy hair, and I think he's an interesting looking Ken. I think this reminds me of I think it was the Totally hair Ken's face. I don't know if it's the exact same one, but it sure reminds me of that. And that one, of course, had brown hair that's just like this, or similar to this, in that it's not molded, I mean. Now, he's got similar gray pants to Barbie, so let's compare them, by the way. They look good together because their colors are very complementary, except for the blue earring. But the pink and the silver go well together. He's got this long jacket that I love. Derek is jealous, by the way. They've each got the little hand thingies. I don't know what to call them. They're like a glove without the fingers. I think Michael Jackson used to wear one of those. Of course, they're just wearing one. Wonder where they got that idea from. And he's got a white microphone. He's got it on the outside. I'm going to see if it would fit. I guess it would work on the inside. For some reason, it seems to stay better when it's on the outside of his hand, like that, which looks odd, but it stays on better. So, he could be speaking or singing. Now, the white doesn't show up as well on his clothing, or in front of his clothing. He's got this band here in the middle, silvery band, that reminds me of the one on Jewel Secret's Whitney a little bit. So, here's a close-up of his face. What do you all think of this set compared to the first one, and also, in particular, this Ken who joined the group and his look? Now, his hair could probably be styled a little better, but I'm not sure what would look better because it's not the best look in the world. But hey, it was the 80s. This was 86 that these came out, I believe. And, we're on the shelves for how long? Or for who knows how long, I mean. So yeah, I think it's a great set regardless. You're always going to have preferences, but I'm just glad they did a second set. And then, years later, as I said, I mean, just a few years ago, they did a Barbie and the Rockers, and there were no males in that, to my knowledge, just a few of the females. Does anybody know how many females were in that group? Was it four, like this one? But, it just didn't have the charm of these originals, I didn't think. So, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give it a like or thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, please. That helps the channel. And feel free to share this video with someone who might like it or with a group who might like it. I do that as well. So you all have a great week ahead. We're 1 week away from spring. We did the spring forward last night, and so we're losing an hour of today. But, we make it up eventually. So everybody take care, and I appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.